There goes a Vila already, dude. Starting everybody off on the wrong foot. Got stuck behind this guy. Just kind of getting bullied out of every position. Just can't fucking slip past them, dude. Aren't you tired of fighting with me? Do you want to just let me go?
Hello everyone, and welcome to another Gran Turismo race recap video. In fact, another Gran Turismo World Series recap video as we have the second round of the 2025 Manufacturers Cup here at Interlagos, 12-lap sprint race, and you guys already know it. We do not get on well with this track. I don't know what it is. I always say the colors throw me off, it gives me a headache, and we're gonna have a really frustrating race here today. I feel like every time we're here, I'm pushing as hard as I can. I'm sweating my butt off. I feel like we're finally getting up to pace, and then when I look at my lap times, it's always pure disappointment. And we're going to have another race like that here today. We're going to jump to the hood cam instantly, actually, on this first corner, as I'm going to show you why I think this race is so frustrating. We got Vila already driving like an absolute maniac, just trying to plow through people on the first corner. And I almost don't even blame him for doing that. Just around Interlagos in these sprint races when there's no pit stop, there's not a lot of room to overtake people, so kind of every corner you kind of just have to throw yourself in there. Felt bad for Faku here. Fasu decided to give him a bump, get past the Vila, because that guy was actually driving kind of nuts in the last slot that we were into. This was the second race that we did of the night, and actually we had a much better position in the first one. We ended up getting more points in the first race. But it being the World Series, I decided to be greedy and go again. And just look at all this crazy aggressive driving on the first lap. Someone going off track. Poor soul there. I didn't see who that was. But this is what I'm talking about. Just super frustrating. People driving crazy like this the whole entire race. It's not a first lap occurrence. And just kind of forces you to take weird defensive lines. You have to be ultra defensive. You have to be super aggressive. And yeah, just not a fun race for me, and just no strategy, no pit stop, no tire wear. I don't understand really why we always end up getting the same race at Interlagos. But we will be able to at least survive our first lap, which not everyone was going to be able to say they could. As we have this Porsche here serving his penalty, we got a nice run coming up to him starting the second lap. We'll see if we're going to try to drive like a maniac. Actually, we're going to go, like I said, we're going to go super uber defensive here. And try to make this corner, and Porsche kind of takes a weird line, and we're going to get caught up behind him. To me, it kind of looks like he's on the brakes here. I don't know what he's doing, but I think he was, in fact, on the brakes. We get caught behind him with not a lot of space to go and end up into the back of him. And guys, that one tiny little incident there is really going to set us off in a bad way. For this next corner, we're on the outside, and we're just going to end up losing 3 positions from that. We got Liubiuk behind us here with a half-second penalty, but again, I'm just not on the right part of the track. Trying to defend my position here against him, and we're going to be able to do it here a little bit, but he is going to make the pass on us. Again, I'm like always, I'm not really sure if I should dive in there or what, but I'm decided to stay on the outside, and then I'm not sure if we end up making contact here a little bit or not, but either way, just again, not in good track positioning on the outside of that grippy part of the track. As in fact, we have Monkey Man now also trying to make the pass on me because of that. And we're going to have some good racing with him here a little bit. Just take a look at this. We could admire this. Some nice close racing through a tricky sector, too, of this track. We are going to be able to defend our position here as Liubiuk is going to serve his penalty. Again, that's 2 laps down for us. But not in the greatest position. We haven't really done the best in this race. In fact, losing, what is that, a couple position, 1 position actually at the end of it all, I believe. And coming up on P10 here, we got a great run, but he's going defensive, and this is a weird kind of area to try to overtake at. It doesn't really work out. We got Monkey Man really taking the aggressive line. Again, kind of a similar thing happening here as last lap, really kind of nowhere for me to go. I end up into the back of Monkey Man. But I think it actually ends up working out for the best for him. Gave him that momentum, easily able to pass Liubiuk here. And unfortunately, we would end up getting stuck behind this P11 for many laps, actually for most of the race, kind of trailing behind him, kind of catching up a little bit through the middle sectors of the course, but then losing him again on the straights. And everything was going relatively cool until the start of P7. I was just starting to get a little frustrated, trying to force something to happen. I was like, I need to get past him somehow. And you can see here, I'm going to end up cutting the track. Actually, very lucky we didn't get the 1 second penalty, which I think we might have deserved. Only picking up the half second. So again, any progress we make during this lap is going to be hindered by this. And you can see we did end up getting kind of close to them again, just super frustrating. We are going to lose all of that momentum in the half second penalty. You can see we have Dark and Azrael right behind us too, so we're going to lose our P12 as well. But at this point in the race, I was actually kind of happy to have a different driver in front of us, even though he is in the Lexus, he is our competition. Was kind of happy to have somebody else, just like a change of pace in front. Maybe was going to be able to put some sort of different pressure on P11 to kind of force some change in the grid. We still have a couple laps left to go, but it was definitely all wishful thinking. And we definitely have to drive clean at this point too. We cannot afford to have another penalty in this race. It would be completely detrimental. And entering into the final 3 laps of the race, just as I was saying, we cannot afford to have another penalty. We are in fact going to pick up another half a second in the same exact spot. And now this one wasn't as bad as last time. And honestly, I don't even know if I really cut the track, but the game seemed pretty quick to decide that that was in fact another half second penalty. So again, another frustrating instance here for us as we are kind of catching up to P12 again and going to lose all that momentum serving this half second. Luckily, it wasn't a second that we got, and luckily we do have some space from P14 behind us now, only with a couple laps left to go in this race. Kind of running out of time to make anything happen at this point. And yes, that would end up doing it for us in this one. We would end in a P13, so not the greatest result, but if I'm being honest with you guys, I wasn't really expecting too much better out of this race, and kind of getting our asses handed to us at the start of this cup. A couple tough races, but hopefully on Wednesday we'll be back for Catalunya. Hopefully we're going to have a better race. We'll have another chance to redeem ourselves. Real quick, just wanted to say thank you if you made it this far in the video. I want to say thank you to everybody too that was there for the race. Rose, thank you for being there too. I love you very much and alerting me to all of our technical issues, and I apologize for the technical difficulties we were having during that race too. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and hopefully I'll see you guys on Wednesday again for the next one. Let's have a better race, and stay safe out there, everybody. I love you all. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Stoosman out.